episode of ABNcast. We're recording it on day one on Altitude25, which is a conference for airlines and airport operators being held in Lisbon. And joining me is Maher Koubaa, who is the Executive Vice President of EMEA for Amadeus. Welcome. Last time we met was in Dubai at the IATA AGN, 6 months ago? Something, yeah, actually, something. Maybe what's changed, maybe a lot hasn't changed. But actually, what then this couple of days is all about is looking at the future. There's a lot about retail, there's a lot about the airport through to the future. But there's some big news earlier today that Air France-KLM is joining the Nevio suite of technology, take them into the next generation of retail. Just let's start with that, because that was announced literally a few hours ago. Well, how significant is that, do you think, for Amadeus, Air France-KLM, but also the industry as a whole?
So, first of all, thank you very much for being with us here at Altitude. We're super happy to have almost more than 300 people, most of them coming from my side worldwide. Yeah. So this is a great opportunity for us. And today, as he said, we are super excited about the announcement we have made with Air France-KLM, joining our heavy family. Air France-KLM, of course, joined after Finnair, Saudia, and British Airways in joining our Amadeus to support them with the Tesla operation. I believe there are two important things to mention as part of this announcement. First one is obviously Air France-KLM, a sizable, cheaper airline in Europe. Having them joining the Navy family, it will help to create a snowball effect on the industry. It will help to make sure retail transformation a reality, and so it is happening. It's here. The second element is the scope of Air France-KLM. They have, based on their readiness and where they are today, they have committed for the order management part, along with stockkeeper and the product catalog. And this is a very important element because this shows the flexibility and the modularity of our menu offering, where the airlines has the control and the choice in deciding when and how they're going to be consuming our solutions to achieve their retail transformation the way they want.
Figure it's sort of step by step. I'll have that module now to be ready for that, but the rest will come on.
Yeah, this is to contrast with the past where it was you had to do a system migration versus the security, etc. And now we are saying it's modular, it's flexible, it's based on the starting point and the reality of the airline, what they want to achieve. So the airline has the full control to decide on which kind of friendly steps that they're going to take. That modularity is new, but it's a great proof point with Air France here as they are embarking with us in this journey.
We heard earlier, not only from Air France-KLM, but from BA, as mentioned, also already a customer. And Finnair, another real pioneer in this, actually. And get the sense we're setting real timelines now. This is sort of, we'll do this some point in the future. So is Amadeus setting proper timelines, which you can be, in a few years' time, we can look back and go, did we hit those timelines? But that shows a lot of confidence. The tech's here, ready. It's going to be rolled out as happening.
Yeah, I mean, with Finnair, we have already all the technical foundation already delivering. They're already in connection with our order management system. And soon we'll see moving their digital to consume and native orders. And we have an exciting plan for 2025. It is saying with the name the sea and starting kind of harnessing the power of the order management system to a great new offering in terms of new bundles or new interlinked capabilities according to the new standard. And then, of course, being able to make a difference, whether it is in terms of the way they distribute their product from the capitalizing on an MSC, or to kind of create new innovative ideas into the market that no one has done so far. So it's exciting.
But your region of expertise and region of interest is EMEA, so actually also Europe, Middle East, and Africa. But it seems like there's a lot going on in Europe. I mean, you've got Finnair, BA, now Air France-KLM, all pushing in this direction. Is this where we're seeing real intent to move quickly?
I think we have Saudi as well, which is centered in the Middle East.
No, it's all your regions, views.
Yeah, it is in the region. I believe that when you look back at the history of NDC started in this regard of the work before becoming much more spread in APAC or in the Americas. So I think here we're talking about really innovative airlines that they want to always work at for the next possibility of let's say, opportunity to improve, let's say, whether it's a customer satisfaction or kind of the information. Here as well, in Europe as well, we see what's going on with all the kind of the world that this is changing. I think here we're seeing leading carriers like Aircraft Aviation, others, seeing the opportunity to say, okay, it's not only a game of volume, it's a game of as well how to, let's say, look at much more, maximize the opportunity with the offering much more than the classic seats and bags to go into non-air products and do a proper retailing at catch-up. There is as well, the European traveler is so much demanding in La Grande Caisse, compared to. It's funny when but it's just a story. It's a matter of time. We will say hopefully customers coming in America, customers as well coming in fact, so it's just a matter of time.
It is when you get presented sort of the vision of how things could be, sort of the modern experience of buying, retailing, and then experiencing flying in airlines and airports as well. You realise how complicated it could become. It's already quite complicated, and it's already very massive, big tech challenge as it is. You know that. So it is involved in it. But how it might become is so much more complicated. You throw in so many more parameters, which makes it infinitely more complicated. How is a technology going to keep pace with that complication?
No, I think that's a very good point, Lee, because I think when we look at the modern airline retailing, for us, it doesn't stop on the offer and order side. It's very important on thinking about, the servicing part, the delivery part, and to make sure that whatever, creative offers that we generate from an offer perspective would be serviceable. We can operate them from the airline can operate there, whether in a normal situation or an disruption. So, when you look at the Amadeus definition, we're looking much more into the whole kind of journey orchestration for the whole kind of travels, and this is our sort of vision and mission, which for us allow it to have the travel experience better for everyone. So we're fully conscious of that, and we are having the assets, the pros, all this in place, whether it's in airport or hospitality or travel sales or preparations or airlines, to connect the dots between all these players and making sure that the traveler is always connected with the suppliers in a way that manage our disruption or to arrange the travelers with ski.
The sessions really ended a lot, actually, you have to do before we broke for coffee on delivery, actually, and yes, and we're going to focus on that, because clearly you can retail pretty much all you like. At the moment the customer leaves the house, to get to the airport, it all breaks down then. In fact, they have a really disgruntled customer because you promised the earth and you've delivered nothing. So actually what you realise again is that the delivery part of it, which is the most important bit that made us not be so quite as much focused.
So I think the new concept is that the retailer doesn't stop at the airport. Retailing will continue at the airport. And what we're trying to do is, as we get the friction out of the customer experience in the airport, we free much more time for the travelers whether it's an airport or a duty-free or the airline, to do much more retailing at the airport. So the whole kind of really legacy standards where there's like a check-in window and all of that will go away. And for us, having the possibility to bring, our airline expertise, our airport expertise, combined with all the new technology like biometrics and others, to make the whole kind of really process and frictionless, and focus on, how to satisfy the travelers and recruiting, better retailing experience. And for that, we will need other assets that we or Amadeus will say bring to the table in that sort of context, because if you say retailing at the airport means that you have to have the way as well to make sure that you collect payments. To do payment at the airport is to do the same thing that you do at your website, at Acceptor or Fast.
We spoke to our face last week about exactly that, the payment side, which again is another aspect. Without payment, you can't do any of this. But we did have on stage a vision from your northern neck of the woods in Dubai of the Emirates presentation of the airport of the future, how it would be this biometrics, completely seamless, passport-free experience, which is on the way, really. The new airport will have this in it. But already the airport as it is in Dubai has a lot of this. But the new airport is going to be really pushing things forward. So that is to the customer, very, very easy and simplified. But behind the scenes, hugely complicated.
Well, I think, first of all, we're happy with working with the Dubai airport already by providing all this sort of capabilities in terms of biometrics. I integrate you with the digital identity as well, including a lot of service capabilities. So we have those biometrics not only on the gate side, but as well across all the customer touch points. From the moment you arrive here at the airport till you go to the lounge, and you go after that through the boarding your aircraft. So I think the technology is there. We need to work a lot, on the processes and to make it that happen. And then the ecosystem, going back to the system of partnership that could exist between, an airline like Emirates and Dubai airports, being probably part of, the same ecosystem, helps a lot in streamlining these processes, and we are there to support that. Now, the other thing as well, when we think about it, so and you mentioned Dubai. There is like the Dubai World Trade Center was going to be 5 times scale in terms of what the current size of Dubai airport is. So you think about it, so the current system or the current process is not going to necessarily work. So we're working with them a lot on the innovation and saying it's not the standard gate management. We're talking about, for example, new smart tunnels where crowd of people will just go through. There is no passport check, etc. It's only biometric face, and then what you do as well, the return for that, you have happier customers, but as well customers who spend less time in security and tickets, and they spend much more time in consuming either the lounge or just at the end of the day, it's a better customer NPS. It's a better for everyone. It's a win-win for everyone.
And this then extends onto aircraft itself. You see the modern forms of in-flight screens, which are essentially retail limits right in front of its customers in 9 hours.
I'll give you an example that today happens in terms of as well operational efficiencies, and this is where the 360 view that we're bringing to the table. Today, if this is examples that very, very easy example to understand and simple, but it shows how much impactful it is. If you take someone who is stuck at the border control, we know that most likely this person will not catch the flight. Today, there's no communication whatsoever to the airline. As you end us at the aircraft, the crew announcing, sorry, we're going to have 10-15 minutes delay because we're going to offload the baggage or of that particular passenger. So it doesn't take much, to make sure to connect the dots between all those, border control, the gates, the airline, the airport, to make sure that we solve such a situation here. Again, it's a very simple example, but it is a great illustration of the possibilities out there to make the whole customer experience better.
It does require collaboration. Is after the little games today, always is expensive. But partnership, collaboration, and the stakeholders working together. And to a degree, it can happen. We see it happen, but also we see friction in that relationship as well. Airports and airlines can sometimes not really see eye to eye. There's a bit of a kind of, no, that's our customer, it's our customer. And if you're going to make revenue out of our customer, then we want a piece of that pie. So is there a bit of collaboration? A bit, is more of that needed now? Come together for the customer, not trying to make everything about you and about Walter at once.
Absolutely. What we're trying to do is we're trying to deliver value between the cracks. And at the end of the day, if we deliver value for the airlines, there's value for the airport, and for everyone in this whole chain, then it's going to be easier to align the people because it's going to be really meaningful with the trip. I think that's it. It's not just about only...
It's making it a win-win because then everyone will operate.
Okay, that absolutely. I mean, airports can do more with less. Airlines can deliver better customer experience. Airport will benefit from having a higher retail shopping. It's trying to traveler, so you don't have to necessarily have the same increase the capacity airport so resource management. So I think there are a lot of wins that will make that happen, makes the alignment between all these players.
This actually completely the technology that is the technology is there to allow those partnerships to be a bit more seamless, a bit more win-win. People are more inclined to do it.
I think the technology will play a very important part, but as well, I think our intent in Amadeus is really to bring as well solution, which goes beyond technology. And I think if we should kind of it is combined with our professional services, with our experience, with our expertise, so we can do both technology that business process changes in order to deliver that ad. And I think we're trying to create those use cases and where we share really this bonding, and that creates as well the fear of missing out. And it will say people, me too, I can do that, I would like to do that. I think that's perfectly fine.
This is coffee on the afternoon of the first day, and we're close to this form of tech hub, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And all these fans behind me show a bit of what Amadeus does in the different areas. You use so much. Is when you bring to anybody else to brain this. With the tech providers, the tech solutions itself,
if you look at the SNSP, we have here not only our customers Amadeus, but you have great examples of partners that are present here from different, let's say, ecosystem of travel that are present to fix it. What we're trying to do when we look at the Amadeus, the whole ecosystem, we are conscious that this is not something that we're going to do. You have to do everything alone. This is, we're enabling an ecosystem of partners, including small startups, some of them are here, and including as well some of the big kind of really technology partners, or the likes of Microsoft, the likes of Adobe, and so on and so forth. So it is really collaborative, and it's going to be sort of all together recreating sort of step by step that process of enhancement, equal kind of really traveler journey.
NDC, you mentioned NDC earlier, and we just throw out these terms. Obviously, we know it's new distribution capability. Said on stage earlier that is essential to offer order, but for offer order, essential NDC is again a symbiotic relationship. The question has always been how quick NDC is being adopted. We see some figures and stats from some of the airlines to suggest it's quite highly adopted. It's probably not across the whole ecosystem. Some airlines have really gone for it, so their adoption rates are quite high. Just put a line on the sand. Where are we at the moment, as of today, of NDC? I mean, it was a number of years ago when you were talking about industrialization of NDC. Starting, it seems to be in a very slow process. Are we seeing it finally becoming true adoption?
I think from an NDC perspective, I mean, obviously, it took some time to do the industrialization of that. And as well, NDC, you have to do it at scale. And you're making sure that no one is left behind in this small process, including corporation, including TMCs, travel sales, airlines, everyone. Now, I think what we have seen is, especially last year, we have seen acceleration. Acceleration in terms of the volumes and the adoption. And we see in 2025, we have strong pipeline of a few airlines or two, and you can say many airlines, to implement throughout 2025. Yeah. So we're seeing really an acceleration. So we're talking about tripling the volumes. We're talking about really scaling out the volumes. I think the airlines as well and the travel sales as well, we're seeing the benefit in terms of from a traveler perspective, but as well they're seeing the benefit in terms of as well, creating their own offers, doing, first step of the journey of retailing is taking place with NDC. So I would say NDC will continue to increase this year. NDC is a reality. As you said, some of our airline customers, we take, for example, without claiming profit, some of them, maybe I'm not allowed to do that, to say, they are beyond the 50% in terms of ratio of adoption, which means that one of the two bookings are done on NDC. That's the number of bookings. But yeah, exactly. So which means that it's not anymore an issue of product or technology. It's much more, how to scale that from a commercial perspective and deployment perspective, and making sure it is, as you correctly said, it is not really linked to only one region or country, but across the globe.
We had CWT on stage earlier, so from the seller side, yes, from the third party side, it's growing there as well. But obviously, what they want, especially in the corporate world, is the servicing aspect, which has been probably lacking until hopefully now that we can now service NDC on their behalf. So that's happening. Once that happens, I think you probably see a really quick solution in you.
Yeah, I think we have a great examples with CWT, for example, Finnair on stage. They were talking about the level of penetration they were able to get. I think for us, the move to 21.3 NDC standard version help us to bridge the gap in terms of functionality, in terms of the servicing capability. And I think it's a journey. So it took us 40 years to have all this really capabilities in the early fact. I'm not going to, now we're talking about maybe only a few years that we have been in this journey of NDC, but we're confident about where it's going to be the outcomes. So we'll see hopefully more TMCs coming into the adoption of NDC. So it's just a matter of time, and I think the commercial model is not just technology. The commercial models as well, they are evolving, and I think there is It's a matter of when. That'll it. You not it out. Exactly.
And final word on the conference, it's a massive effort to bring our food and that's something people to a city like Lisbon, and the little third-party conferences out there. I know you attend as well. Why is it important, Amadeus, to do this sort of thing yourselves, to bring yourselves? There's a lot of you guys here, and your customers in one place. What do we get out of this week?
I think first of all, what we're gonna do with Altitude is really showcase Martin, as you guys have seen, most of the people on stage who are not Amadeus Google. Actually, it's our partners and our customers who are on stage. And the whole idea is to create a platform where there are a lot of really success stories. There are a lot of great illustration of some of the airlines already in the mid of this retailing transformation, where they come here and share with the whole rest of the airlines what they have been doing in the last 1 year plus. So it's a creating an opportunity for sharing success stories, creating an opportunity for creating this community where people are actually sharing with others what they have been doing, with they are learning from each other, and they go back rich with those all experiences, and not only the technology part, etc., but as well those kind of use cases. People are thinking about how I'm going to approach retail transformation. Do I do it modular or holistic? How I'm going to get the buy-in of my senior executives? How I'm going to get the alignment of the business people? So a lot of conversations that are happening beyond kind of the innovation and technology around creating that sort of forum for our airline customers to be together along with our partners to say, okay, so let's innovate, let's do this together. We have seen it happening, etc., etc. So at the end, it's a great forum for that. And now we did it last time in Dubai, and it was a great success. Now we are getting much more success. We get overbooked this year, so hopefully next time or so we need to look at for a much bigger venue for Altitude.
That proves it's successful. I mean, obviously you people have a nice time when they come here and you make sure people enjoy it, but I'm sure it's very inspirational as well. And
perhaps obviously we say let's do this maybe. Exactly. You got a BA is there. It's easy.
No, Maher, thanks very much for talking to us. Our time is over, but cheers and thanks for hosting us this week.
It's a pleasure, really. Always. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Fine.